Hello. Today I'm going to review Carrie Underwood's latest album. It's called Cry Pretty. This was released September last year. It has 13 tracks. Actually, they're just 12, and then with one bonus track, which was The Champion, which featured Ludacris. This is Carrie's first co-producing stint. So, honestly, just to give you a preview, I love the album, but we're going to discuss the tracks one by one. So, check it out. Keep watching. Okay, so the first track is Cry Pretty. Okay, so Cry Pretty was the carrier single of the album, and I think it's the same title, right? So the title track is Cry Pretty. This is written by Carrie Underwood, Hillary Lindsey, Lori McKenna, and Liz Rose. Wow, such heavyweight songwriters. Hillary Lindsey, of course, wrote Hillary and Carrie goes way back. She wrote Jesus Take the Wheel, and then she went on to write some of the biggest songs in country music, like Girl Crush by the Big Town. And Liz Rose, of course, was the co-writer of Taylor Swift in her early years. Her biggest albums were co-written with Liz Rose. So what I can say, I really like the song. It's very catchy, and my favorite part of the song is this part where Carrie was almost like having like the using her whistle register somewhere in the end. I can't mimic it, obviously, but yeah, Cry Pretty, one of my favorites from the album. It's the title track. Next, the next track is called Ghost on the Stereo. Cause what you don't know is I'm falling apart. Everybody tonight. Okay, so Ghost on this Stereo is one of my favorites from this album. Really love that part, that think again. Love that part. And this was written by Hillary Lindsey, Tom Douglas, and Andrew Dorff. Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. I like the melancholy theme of this song, and I just really like that part. I think again. I love this song. One of my favorites. The first few times that I tried to listen to Cry Pretty, this is one of the songs that really caught my attention even then. So, one of my faves. Ghost on the Stereo. Next. Ever since maybe you've been gone, I'm so low. Low is the third track from the album. It's written by Carrie, Hillary, and David Garcia. This is also one of my favorites, and she sang this, if I'm not mistaken, on one of the late night shows. I'm not sure if it's Kimmel or one of the late night shows, and oh boy, I got goosebumps at her performance. Carrie never really disappoints in her live performances, and this is also one of the melancholy themed songs from the album. I think overall this is a sad album, which is the reason why I really love this LP from Carrie, because it's sonically it's just cohesive. Like, apart from a few songs, everything is just like the same theme, and Low is just so sad but very beautiful and powerful song. and the range, Carrie's range in the song is like spectacular. So, I mean, that's Carrie Underwood. So, I think I like everything from this album. But let's see later. Next. Okay, so that is the fourth song from the album. It's called Backsliding, written by Carrie, Lindsay, and David Garcia. Well, the start of the song is kind of the same with another track from the album called Love Wins. Like, this is the beginning of the song. Backsliding is also a great song, but probably not my favorite from the album. It's a good song. I mean, every song from this album is really great, but compared to the others, Backsliding is just not my Backsliding cannot go up on top of among all of the other songs, but it's still a great song, but not my fave from the album. Next. We got a pontoon boat with a Yamaha. People drinking down, yeah, and get a little southbound, 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 southbound. Okay, Southbound is the coolest song and the rare happy-go-lucky song from the album. I think it's only this and Love Wins and End Up With You and The Champion are the upbeat ones from this album, but Southbound is, I really like the song, and I'm planning to have a getaway, and as a compilation of all the pictures and videos of a getaway within the place, I'm gonna use Southbound because it's just so upbeat and, you know, very cool song. So yeah, I really like it. Southbound. Leave me alone. It hurts me, baby. It does me wrong. But still, I just can't make myself deleted from my phone. That song that we used to make love to. That song that we used to make love to. It kills me, kills me, kills me, kills me. I know I shouldn't say it, but I don't wanna say it. That song. Okay, so obviously by the way I'm singing it, this is one of my top 2 songs from the album. That song that we used to make love to is just a brilliant song. This is actually written by Hillary Lindsay and Jason Evigan. I don't know, people can relate to this song obviously. It's, I really just love the construction of the lyrics and the structure of the song. It's not too country, but still, I really love this song. When I drive the car and turn on my phone, this is not my number one, I mean my most favorite song from the album, but this is the first song I click on when I listen to the Cry Pretty album on the car. I love the song. Probably my second best song from the album. And that song that we used to make love to. You've Been Alone is another melancholy song from the album. It's written by Carrie Underwood, David Garcia, and Brett James. Wow, Brett James and Carrie goes way back. I think this is Brett James also wrote Before He Cheats for Carrie. I'm not so sure though, but Drinking Alone is an intriguing song. I mean, with a beat and song structure and all that stuff. It sounds really intriguing to me, at least to me, and I love the song "Drinking Alone." Though I just can't, unlike other songs in my album, I just can't relate to it that much. But still, great song.
Limousines, things one by one, bury their sons. Left a hole in her heart and it still ain't gone. The bullet keeps on going through every branch of his family tree.
Okay, the bullet is my favorite song from the album. It ties with another track at the #1 spot, but this is my favorite. Actually, when that was during my first listen of the Carrie album, this is the only song that I instantly liked. Like I love it. This is kind of reminiscent with Just a Dream song. Yes, about death and loss. It's a really, really emotional song, and I think this is the song with the most country sound. Like the twang in the beginning, I just really, really love it. And yes, written by Mark Beeson and the Albert Allen Shamblin. So obviously, probably the reason why this sounds different from the rest of the tracks. The other tracks are melancholy, are sad songs, but there's a little bit of like upbeat or something. But the bullet is just like country, just a dream kind of song. Which is I really, really love this song. Listen to it; it won't disappoint.
Another night of no sleeping. Round and around and around they go. Will it end? Nobody knows. She's all cried out on the kitchen floor.
Okay, so this is Spinning Bottles. I think this is the song that Carrie performed in CMT or ACM or CMA or whatever. But yeah, she performed this one in an award show. It's written by her, Hillary Lindsey, and David Garcia. Still a great song, but not really like compared to the other songs from the album. It's not really like it won't stand out. Just saying, but it could, to each her own. But not really my favorite. Spinning Bottles isn't really my favorite. It's a great song, but Carrie's vocals in this is spectacular. But I don't know. I just don't feel the song that much. Can't get the vibe or something. Caleb Wins, another track. I think this was the second single released by Carrie. Probably to aiming towards like the LGBTQ sector. Honestly, I just don't feel the song. It's a bit upbeat and but not just like my favorite from this album. Yes. Okay, End Up With You. It's one of those upbeat songs from the rare upbeat songs from the album. I'm not fond of this either. Still a good song, but not compared to the others. I think it just doesn't. It won't stand out for me. Written by Hillary Lindsey, Brett McLaughlin, and Will Weatherly. not just my favorite. It's more pop than country, in my opinion, because I don't know. It sounds more pop to me. Okay.
Feeling I get, baby, when I look
Look at you.
it ain't always pretty as picture, yeah. And it ain't mentioned over here. It's perfectly imperfect. It's worth more than it's worth. It's our life.
Okay, so obviously Kingdom is really my number one, my favorite song from the album. So this is written by Carrie herself. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. It's about marriage. It's about love. The song is really beautiful. Carrie Underwood, Chris Stefano, and Dave Barnes. This is my favorite song from the album. It's really, I really like the song and the structure and everything, and Carrie's vocals, especially the end part. And the night then, I was stand the test of time. The range, the range in that part is crazy. I love the song. This is my favorite song from the album, Kingdom. Here's the bonus track. It's called Champion, with a rap part from Ludacris.
I'll be the last one standing, 2 hands in the air, I'm a champion. You'll be looking up at me when it's over. I live for.
Yeah, so the song is like an anthem, really. I mean, when I could imagine if Carrie sings this song in the arena, everyone would be singing with her. Yeah, it's an upbeat, more hip-hop song. This is not a country song at all. This is written by Carrie, Christopher Bridges, Chris Stefano, and Bruce James. Yeah, Brett James. It's a nice song, upbeat, and like an anthem, as I've said. So I could only imagine this would go along with Undo It and some of her other songs that could be like people will be singing around, be singing with, the people will be singing with her when these songs. Okay, so that's overall. I really think that Cry Pretty is one of her best albums. But I mean, Carrie never really released any bad albums. Yeah. So, but this is her first co-producing gig stint, and this is really far from her previous album, which is Storyteller. It sounds really different from that, and still a number one album. I mean, you can never really like, if it's Carrie Underwood, it's like automatic a good album, even if she's not my, I mean, she's my favorite, but even if I'm just a normal person, you'll find the album really, you'll find that this album is really great. And that wraps up my Cry Pretty review. I'm gonna do some other albums. If you want, I mean, if you have some suggestions and which songs are your favorite, do you agree with me, or do you have other opinions, you can freely let me know in the comments box. And thank you, and bye.